Well, it wasn't too long ago that big-time actor turned singer Kiefer Sutherland was here in Peterborough, performing actually right behind me on the stage here at Delcray Park as part of Musicfest. The Toronto-born native sang to thousands of people that night, and in the crowd was a longtime friend of Sutherland's, a childhood friend who he had not seen in many years. This morning on national television, Kiefer talked about his reunion with that friend.
I'd been playing some music over the summer, and I played a show up in Peterborough. And I met someone backstage and said, "Is it true that you were friends with Stephen Barker?" And I was like, "Oh my God, no, this is my best friend of all time."
Yeah.
He was my best friend from the time I was 10 all the way till when I left Canada. And he and I started playing guitar together when we were kids. He was really important in my life. And he said, "Well, I think he's out in the audience." Well, the audience was about 15,000 people. And they were all sitting on this beautiful kind of manicured hill, grass hill. And I said in between one of the songs that I'd heard Stephen Barker was out there, and if that's true, I'd really love to see you. And he stood up, and he was way at the back, and everybody started clapping. No one got in the way.
Wow.
And I saw him for the first time after 15 years from that night.
Now that friend, Steve Barker of O'Mimi, saying it also meant the world to him to see Kiefer that night.
And it just floored me that, you know, that he'd take the time on stage to do that sort of thing. And it was a good show, you know, we had a good time, and as I say, I got to chat afterwards, and I've been texting him a little bit since then, and so hopefully we're going to get together and catch up on all the stories over the years.
Barker went on to say it was pretty cool to be mentioned on such a big TV show on Live with Kelly. Now, organizer of Peterborough Musicfest, Tracy Randall, says she's thrilled with the shout-out.
You could feel it in the park. It was a real connection that he had with his friend at the age of 10. He taught him how to play the guitar, so you could feel it in the crowd. It was a connection that was had by our artists, and normally we get a lot of excitement through the crowd, but this time we got it from the artist himself, which was really special to Musicfest.
Randall goes on to say it is pretty special to see the fruits of their labor paying off so much. Not only are audiences leaving these concerts with lasting memories, it seems like some big stars are too. Reporting for CHEX Television, I'm Melody Belfry.